What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I hope you're all having a very good day today. It's been a while. I know. Hey, huge apologies to everybody out there. I know we're running a little bit late, but you know what? Let's face it. Life happens, right? Life happens to me. It happens to you. It happens to everybody. It happens to all of us. And that's kind of where life is at right now. In case you guys don't know, I do run my own business, and this time of year, it's like the busiest time of year for me. I've been here busy making. Look, you can even see some in the background here, all these gift baskets and things like that with my kids, getting things in so I can go out and sell these gift baskets, a bunch of snacks, my nuts. Yeah, like men and women, children alike, all love my nuts. Believe it or not. I'm not even kidding. There's a link down in the description of this video and all my videos where you can go. You can check out snacks. You can have them. You can order them, deliver them, have them delivered to your house. If you want a gift basket for a loved one, you can send one to them. You can do that. You can do that. But thank you all so much for being here again. That's what I've been busy doing here over, like the last week or so is staying busy with making gift baskets. I got an order from my lawyer. He wanted some. He wanted some more, so I've got to make some more. I've got other people that already basically pre-ordered gift baskets as well that we've got to get fulfilled. I just got an order of freight in yesterday that we've got to. That's why we're going to have a short live stream here this morning, because we've got to get finished with some of that so I can get out and get out there and make some more money before Christmas time. And also, I'm getting ready to start another like part-time job here very soon as well. Another part-time job. So I stay busy. I stay busy with a lot. And about to be even busier. But I think the new job that I'm getting is going to be a good one, because it's going to have like benefits, like actually good benefits for me, my wife, my kids, and shit like that. So it's definitely a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing for all. It's a good thing for all of us. So yeah, and that's starting next week. Time's flying, man. Time's flying. Busy times, like I said. But thank you all so much for being here once again. I want to say what's up to everybody we got here in the chats. See, we've got some very good people. Oh, is this thing doing this thing? All right, yeah. Is that how we're going today? Come on, man. Oh, dude. Seriously, what's going on here? What's going on here with my thingy? Dude, you know what? Okay, it's working here. What if we just... you gotta love it. Okay, there we go. Oh, now... Huh. Is this where we're... Okay. Is this... I don't know what it's... Alright. There we go. Had to refresh it. I don't know what's up with this thing. Maybe it had a week off and it's being lazy. It's probably my computer's probably sitting around like your boy Myrtle. Your boy Myrtle with a big old bottle. I don't know. I don't even know what your boy Myrtle's doing. He's been busy as well. All right, there we go. So yeah, it's been a very busy time. I got some comic books that like I didn't even get my graphics all set up here, because I have some comic books that I was gonna show you guys that I was gonna get this week. That's what I was supposed to be talking about here. But what happened was my morning workout. I woke up this morning and I got my morning workout done. Before I started the stream here. That's why I was a little bit late too. I had to get some breakfast made for the kids, so the kids could have their breakfast before we get out here to unload what I was just talking about, the freight and stuff, right? That's how it works. But all right. Come on, man. I wish this thing would work. And that's what it is. It's my Streamlabs app. It's my Streamlab app acting up here. Come on, man. What? Gosh dang it. All right. Yeah, shaking the cobwebs out here on the computer, I guess. It's acting funny on me. So, anyway, guys, yes, got some comic books that I wanted to talk about, and like I said, I didn't get my graphics ready, but I've only got a few books that are really coming out. They're coming out with a lot of these Spawn variants over on Image Comics, and there's a couple books that I'm picking up. I'm like, do I want to get the Spawn variants on them? I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to get those Spawn variants or not. But let's see what all we've got here. We've got 3 keys. Oh, look, I can show you right here. There's my graphics. I got these three keys right here. It's got a few different covers. That's the Spawn variant. That's a pretty. I don't know. It's all right. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, and this is a new one from the same guys who did who do Ice Cream Man. Is Art Brute. Got a few different covers there as well. So yeah, this is the Spawn variant. I don't know. I guess we'll see how that is. Oh, and then Ice Cream Man is also coming out this week as well. I can't even remember, what are we on, issue like 36 or something like that? 33. It's getting up there. Of course, you got the Spawn variant on that one as well. Then we got Love Everlasting. This one's been pretty good. It's Tom King. I don't know. I don't really know Tom King's. I don't know his work here. I don't know. Like, I know some people love like that. Like, that Spawn variant, that was pretty. Like, I like that one. I'm like, that's a Elsa Chartier. She's the one doing the art on the series. And then Grimm returns this week as well. We got Grimm. A couple of different covers there. A couple of different covers. Oh, okay. I did have that one too. There we go. And then Specs. Issue number 2 on Boom Studios as well. Got this nice Skylar Patridge cover. You know, I'm going to be all over that. And then this one, I'm not sure if I pre-ordered this one. I don't remember pre-ordering it, but it's Machine Girl. It's a series. They've done a couple of 2 different story arcs of this one. I don't know. I guess we'll see if they comes in. But then also the Resistance Universe, the Origins. It's like a trade paperback of a lot of the first issues that they did when they were first starting on and kicking off the AWA Upshot universe. So not too many books this week, but it'll be interesting to see what we've got here. Other than that, gonna be busy here making baskets. You know, and I was gonna do some members only live streams, you know, for the channel members, and I was like, man, like, I guess unless the channel members want to watch me make gift baskets with my kids, that might be a little bit boring. But basically here, as soon as we get past Christmas, we'll probably be doing a little bit more. Got some more book reading that I want to do with you guys. Like I said, I want to get through Avengers Forever with you guys. I want to do that one. It's a very good series. And then I also one of the other things I've been wanting to do too as well is like I've been kind of editing more videos in case you haven't been paying attention to the comic book reviews. Trying to get back, you know, flex my editing chops a little bit more here. You know, getting I don't know, I guess fun with it because I've got some theory videos. Like I got a few theory videos I want to get shot, and I want to edit some shit into them. And it's just gonna take me a little bit more time to get those done, especially like knowing I won't be able to work on them here for like the next week. Not until after, like right after Christmas, I might actually have time. But then I was thinking maybe I could just record the video. Maybe I could just write a script really quick and record the video and see if I could find a video editor out there that might be able to pay to edit a video. You know, I know of one such upcoming, not even up and coming, I guess the guy's there, video editor, but I'm not sure if I could afford him. I'm not sure if I could afford him, but he's definitely got the creative juices and the know-how and the expertise to help a person out. Maybe I'll reach out to him and see if we can get my Kang video edited. I don't know. Because I've got this idea for this Kang video, this theory that I've got. I'm like, oh, it's so perfect because it reminds me like of something that like I think is just so perfect. And it pretty much has to do with the Stark sham and the Starks, especially Tony Stark and Kang. Excuse me. But not only that, just a little bit more, just kind of what Kang's after. And so I've got this theory I've got kind of brewing in my head. I'm like, man, I'm really going to have to flex some skills on editing this. Or pay somebody. Right? Pay somebody. Maybe somebody to spice it up. Make it juicy. I know one such man who could do that. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. Should I hire a video editor? I mean, it might not be worth it to pay somebody to edit a video for me that's only gonna get like 50 views anyway. But 50 views ain't bad, honestly. It's not too bad. But yeah, so that's what I've kind of been brewing. But also the other thing I've been doing here in the meantime is I've been reading through the Avengers, the West Coast Avengers. In case you guys don't know, I really enjoy the West Coast Avengers. Like I went back, I think it was last year, I started reading the original Avengers run. I started getting these epic collections. Shout out to my man Reefer Man Reviews who turned me on to these epic collections. But I started reading the original Avengers run. It's got like the first 20 issues in there, and it's excellent, man. Those first 20, and because you get into it, like some of them, like each issue takes a little bit longer to read. Because the books were probably a little bit thicker, but the stories, it's a complete story basically in one issue. You know, I think occasionally they would do an issue that might, that might take 2 books, but back in the day, it was largely contained in one issue because you don't know if you're going to get the next one or not. They didn't know if you're only going to get this book. Maybe you don't get the book next month. Maybe you don't get it. Maybe you miss it. So you pretty much got a complete story in one book, and it's so great, and it's so just excellent. Like kind of campy and cheesy and funny, but it's very serious at the same time in the storytelling and everything. And then you get even you move further here into like the West Coast Avengers, which I believe this was started. I want to say it was like the early '80s when they started the West Coast Avengers. And just that series has been very good. And I've noticed, I think it was like through the first, I don't know, 12 or 15 issues or so, it was pretty much like just the heroes kind of getting together, starting to form their team and everything. And they pretty much have the same couple of villains that show up over the course of like these first 15 issues. Like one of the main ones is Master Pandemonium. There was also Graviton. He was another one as well. And it's very interesting seeing just kind of how the team has evolved over just the first 15 or so issues here. I don't know. I can't even remember where I'm at now. I thought I brought the book out here. I thought I brought the book to the studio here with me. But just seeing how the team has evolved, because what I've just gotten into is the point where they are actually going back in time. So they're basically lost in space and time. And it's very interesting because what they're getting ready to do is come across Kang. They're actually getting ready right now to go back to ancient Egypt to meet and get Ramatut and hope that he can help them get back to their time, because the time machine they have is broken. All it can do is send them backwards in time. It can't send them forward, because just like technology and having whatever the expertise to get it done. And so now that they've made a couple of jumps back in time just to make sure that it's working accurately, so that it'll overshoot their target to where they're going for. And that's kind of where they're at right now. And there's like a whole bunch of other crazy shit going on too, because I'm sitting there reading it, and if you don't know, here's the thing, I haven't read the breaking point yet of Hank Pym and Janet. I haven't read that, and I'm pretty sure that's in the Avengers run and shit. And I really need to get into the more of the original Avengers run, because I haven't come across the Hank that slapped Janet yet. I haven't read that. I haven't read that yet. But what we're getting here in the West Coast Avengers is a Hank Pym that's no longer Ant-Man. He's no longer Giant Man. He's not that at this point. And largely that was all due to how he was, lost his shit and he ended up slapping Janet. And they ended up, getting divorced and all that crazy shit in the car. Like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And you know what's funny is, like, I don't know that Hank Pym ever overcame that. I don't think they ever let him. I don't think they ever let him overcome that shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Is it? I mean, look, man. I'm not saying that domestic abuse is okay. But, I mean, I think they could take the character and let him be redeemed at some point. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think. Is he not able to overcome it? Is that where we're at? Is fuck Hank Pym? Come on, man. I know. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, well, we got Scott Lang now. No, but and that's cool. That's cool too. That's cool. And look, the comic Scott Lang is different than it's different than the one in the MCU. But yeah, come on, God bless Paul Rudd, right? God bless Paul Rudd. So yeah, like just thinking like just some of the crazy differences, like and that's part of the thing is like where I'm at right now and where Hank Pym is at, like in the story. I'm sitting there reading. I'm like, damn, like this is some pretty heavy shit going on in this book, because like at this point in the book, like there's a scene where Firebird, I can't remember what she's starting to go by now. She walks on Hank Pym getting ready to blow his fucking brains out, man. Like he's sitting, like they seriously, like they've got him like, bro, what the fuck? And I'm just sitting there like, damn, man, like it's just hard hitting shit. But while at the same, like I don't know, there's just and there's just some other kind of, like I said, silly kind of campy shit going on around it. Like as they're going back through time, there's the Knight Rider. I posted a picture on Twitter the other day. There's this scene where Knight Rider, they're getting ready to go back in time even further, and Knight Rider, they're getting ready to take off, and Knight Rider on his horse, he walks up and he's like pop, and he just clocks Mockingbird right in the face and knocks her out. It's fucking boom! Just fucking cold cocks her. And then he fucking scoops her up and gets on his horse and fucking takes off and kidnaps her while the fucking Avengers, the rest of the Avengers are going backward in time. Like they're fucking gone. They're fucking gone. It's crazy. It's crazy. But before they left, like Hawkeye ended up kind of leaving a message for somebody to let them know, like, hey, could you let the Fantastic Four know that we're stuck going back in time, so we're going to this time right here. Can you come help us? If you get this note, like, and this is the thing. This is the thing, is I've been thinking about some of this stuff lately too, because thinking about this book and what they're doing here is he's kind of leaving a message for somebody, like a message in a bottle, basically through time. That somebody will end up getting this note and being like, oh shit, these people are stuck back in time. Let's go help our friends. And I'm thinking about this, and then I'm also thinking about how in the MCU, the rules of time travel that they have set forth. And I'm like, okay, and that's kind of where some of the, like, my theory had been going anyway. With some of this stuff that I've got this theory that I want to talk about. And some of it stems behind exactly kind of what's going on in the story, sort of in a way, but also what's like actually going on in the MCU. And it's just like crazy shit. And here's the thing is, like, I haven't even got to the point in the story yet where they're actually back in ancient Egypt and they're with King yet. Or Ramatut. I haven't even got there yet. But just what it's making me think about on the way there. Very, very interesting stuff, man. Because I've also been thinking about, once again, you guys know me, man. Like, I swear I'm going to have to start making videos. Like, I'm going to have to start doing videos on this goddamn Emerald Tablet thing, right? The Emerald Tablet is the key to all of this stuff here that they've been doing, kind of been, I would say, building throughout, but I would say it's not even having to do with this multiverse saga. I would say it probably deals with the Infinity Saga too. I would say it deals with all of that. And that's kind of where, we've kind of heard people talking about, and I've talked about this before too, about how does phase 4, what we've had unfolding for us so far, fit into, like, how does that even tie and relate to anything that went on in the first 3 phases in the Infinity Saga? And it's very simple. And a lot of it kind of all deals with that same kind of stuff, with the Emerald Tablet and like just all these different things that are going on out there. Where we see, where we see in like Captain America, the First Avenger, where we see the great Dr. Arnim Zola, who took and utilized and harnessed the power of the Tesseract. And that's kind of really what it all evolves around. And I believe, one of the things I've talked about as well is I think that I think a lot of it has to do with just kind of everything that's been going on in the world. I kind of felt like maybe the Tesseract had something to do with maybe the meteor that landed in Wakanda and it actually enriched the soil, and then somebody actually maybe found the Tesseract and took the Tesseract, but the soil there was enriched with all of the with basically all the vibranium at that point. But the Tesseract itself and what it can do, and how all of these other things can be replicated out there. All basically the power of all the Infinity Stones can be replicated. Yeah. And that all really comes back down to the Emerald Tablet as well. That all comes back down to the Emerald Tablet as well. When thinking about all this stuff, like if you know what the Emerald Tablet is and exactly what it's saying. And that's the interesting thing, because like the first I really ever heard of the Emerald Tablet was in the movie The Eternals. And after finding that out, I was like, man, like, okay, like thinking about the Emerald Tablet, once I looked it up and started looking into everything going on here, I'm like, oh, okay, this is some interesting shit. This is some interesting shit, because basically, if you go into and find what the Emerald Tablet is, it's like a little short text. And it all has to do, like, if you go and watch the movie The Eternals, that fucking movie is basically a story about, like, it's the Emerald Tablet essentially. It's essentially the story of the Emerald Tablet. Because you got to like, again, we'll do it. I need to actually do a short video, because like I noticed my live stream that I did of it a while back, talking about the Emerald Tablet and everything. It actually gets a lot of clicks and views, and it has to do with everything going on with all this technology that everybody's using. But it's the actual text itself. Of exactly what it's saying. It's basically the fucking plot line of the Eternals, minus the actual Eternals. Sort of. That's the interesting thing. But it has to do with so many other things that actually happen within the movie itself as well. I mean, it has to do with the birthing of the Celestial and all of that kind of shit. But it all has to do similarly with all of this same technology, or just these same sources of power, if you will. These same elements, basically being like the Infinity Stones, or the super soldier serum, things like vibranium, anything like that. Very interesting shit, man. And I honestly believe it actually has something to do with Wolverine and what we're going to be seeing out of that in the MCU once they actually introduce the character when they do Adamantium. Are they going to do that? I feel like there's a way that they are. I'm not sure if it's going to have to do with vibranium, but I feel like it would, right? I feel like it would. I don't know. Definitely got some harebrained theories when it comes to that sort of stuff, though. But it's interesting seeing like I said, what I'm reading in the comics as compared to how it relates to basically what they're kind of doing in the MCU, where they're kind of trying to use like human history, like actual shit. And that's the interesting thing is the Emerald Tablet is, I don't know, supposedly it's real. The people who claim to have read the text and everything, all this stuff, would say that maybe it is, but I'm not sure that it's ever something that's actually been found or anything like that. It's basically a folk tale. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. But when you sit there and you read about what it is and what it says and everything, it's like, oh, like some interesting stuff, some very interesting stuff. Like I said, maybe I just need to do a see. There's another video that I need to get done. See, I need to get that video editor. I need to hire that video editor. Okay, sorry, I've been flapping my gums for a while. And we need to go see. Okay, let's see what everybody's talking about. We got Jedi Mike here, Star Wars MCU-OG, RC Scott in the building as well. There's Jason from Polyhedral Paradise, my man. What is up? Let's see, we've got Reefer Man reviews. My Streamlabs had me doing 3 lives muted the other day. Yeah, I know. I seen that, Jedi Mike. I was going to message you. Yeah. Yeah, Gunla. Oh, yeah, no. We'll get into that. Yeah. Oh, it's early? Yeah, it is pretty early. I woke up, like, I'm pulling the rock. I'm pulling the rock right now. I woke up at 4:30. Actually, it was a little after 4. It was before 4:30. Woke up. Took some pre-workout. Had a little protein shake. Got out here. Got the studio ready. The studio / gym. Ready to work out. Did my morning workout. Did some chest, some shoulders, and some triceps. Ate some breakfast, and now I'm here with y'all. But yeah, that's in Streamlabs. Yeah, I don't know, like it was acting all frozen because then and it was YouTube too, because I went to YouTube and it said that it's saying that the video is only a couple of, I guess, basically said I wasn't live anymore. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know, man. I won't pretend to know what this thing's doing. Oh man, no, see, like exactly that. What's it doing? All right, there we go. Okay. But let's see. West Coast Avengers started around 84, 85. Yeah, something like that. I think that sounds right. Yeah. Good stuff, man. It's great stuff too. And I know you like it too, Star Wars MCU-OG. Like, it's great stuff. And I want to start doing some videos talking about it because, like, I was sitting there looking online here on YouTube for videos about the West Coast Avengers, and like, if you the funny thing is, like, you go watch like Rob from Comics Explained, I didn't see any West Coast Avengers stuff on there. What you see is, like, you'll see, like, maybe he's covering certain storylines, but then, like, there's other times, like, he'll just talk about the characters, covering the certain characters and everything. And I'm like, I don't know. I think, like, we need, like, some storylines, like, brought out too. And that's why I was like, okay, so what I want to cover is, like, maybe the first 15 issues in 2 different parts, talking about the main villains that they kind of fought over the course of the time. That's what I was thinking about. Talk about those main those villains that they were fighting against, because, like I said, for the most part, it was Graviton and Master Pandemonium, which brings into question, which brings in other stuff, like, too, like some of the history of, like, Greer Nelson and things like that. So, like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like it. Jedi Mike says Quantum Mania Madness trailer before Violent Night. W is great looking. Stoked to hang with Kang. Oh, okay. A little trailer before Violent Night. I haven't seen Violent Night. Haven't seen hashtag nonviolence. Yeah. Push your Emerald Tablet theory to the next level. Yeah. Perry Gaming in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Kyle TK. So what's the theory? Oh, which one? Oh, you want? All right. Kyle TK. Did you change? Is that TK like? TK's Batcave? Is that? Did you change your name? Did you change your channel name, you son of a? I don't know. Regardless, I feel like you're trying to Eric Voss me here, and if I give you my theory, like you're gonna steal that shit, and you're gonna Eric Voss me, you're gonna steal my shit, you're gonna steal my theory and pass it off as your own and not give me the credit for it. I'm sorry. I just can't do that. I've actually talked about it though before. I've actually talked about it before, on streams and things like that. So, yeah. Can't stay. Got to go back to therapy. All right, Mike Stan Show Porter. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck at your therapy. Like therapy or like physical therapy. Physical therapy. Good luck to you, Mike Porter. Hope you're doing well. Hope all's going well with you. We've also got J Hood Comics. What's up? Jamie in the building. Perry said he still haven't seen the Eternals. What? You still haven't seen the Eternals? You know, it's actually a good. Like to me, it's actually. Like I said, once I've gotten into it and watched it a couple of times, I'm like, you know what? I actually really do like this movie. Like, it's more of, like I would say, and I know people don't want to hear this because it's like the Martin Scorsese thing to say. Somebody's going to be like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? James Cameron? But the thing is, like in the MCU, especially in, like, Phase 4, like, it's an actual film. You know what I mean? Like, if you watched this movie and didn't just think like, oh, hey, it's an MCU movie, like, you would probably just watch this movie like, yeah. Like, it's pretty fucking good. Like, there's some shit in it that's like, okay, like, I could probably do without, you know, for sure. Let's not get, we don't even need to get into the awkward love scene with, what's her name and what's his name, the Superman guy, and, yeah. We don't even need to get into that. Or the awkward gay, like, I swear, I don't care how many times I watch this goddamn movie. I swear every time I watch it, I'm like, dude, the gay kiss in the movie, I feel just as uncomfortable as the actors doing it. Like, the kid, they gotta get, they got a couple dudes kissing in it. But I'm watching it, I'm like, I kind of feel like they're just as uncomfortable as I am, because I'm sitting there watching it like, does this really need to go here? Like, you know, whatever. But even them in the scene, I'm just sitting there, they're just kind of like, yeah, it's, I don't know, man. It's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. I don't know. That's just if you ask me. I was as uncomfortable as they were. So, but other than that, it's a good movie. Pretty good movie. It gets a little long in the tooth. Hanging around listening from my drawing board. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Yeah. So this is a positive spin on the Eternals movie. Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. I like the Eternals movie. I like the Eternals movie. How do you spell adamantium? Just about like that. Yeah. Simon's just trying to catch up here. Oh yeah, no, all good. Yeah, the Eternals is cool, and the Ant-Man 3 Beast in the Quantum Realm look like a deviant. Yeah. And good luck once again at your therapy, Mike Porter. Okay, back therapy. Yeah. Hey, believe me, I'm there too, man. I'm there too. I actually just went to the chiropractor the other day, to get my shit all adjusted. I think next I need to schedule some time with a massage and then get the adjustment. Like, that's what I need to do. Become a member to get access to Trent's deepest theories for the community. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Therapy for my back is like the Who's on First. It's like the Who's on First skit. Oh, okay. Oh, your take on the Eternals movie makes me start to like it, kind of like how Red Letter Media makes the Star Wars prequels so much more entertaining. Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, because I watched the movie several times, because I've even sat there. I've done like everybody else out there. I've sat there and watched them like, what does this movie have to do? What does this movie even have to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe? With like everything's going like, I get the Eternals, they were created by Arishem and blah blah blah, but what is this? Like, what's going on in this movie? What's going on in this movie? And as I was sitting there and I watched, like I said, I watched it a couple times. I'm like, okay, and you watch, they have a opening movie thing, where it's got the words, like it makes you read. It makes you read. Ugh, all these simple Marvel MCU fucking viewers. Ugh, they ain't got time to read. They had time to read, they'd pick up a comic book, but they don't. Ugh. Expect me to read at a movie at the very beginning? I'm not even interested yet. They have this little story that they tell about basically about the Eternals and kind of how they're essentially born. And then talks about them creating the Eternals. I'm like, oh, okay. Then you get into the story and just everything that happens at that point from the opening of the movie is what got me so interested in it, because they arrive on Earth in 5000 BC. And they arrive in Mesopotamia. And this particular area of the world, at that time, it was known as the Fertile Crescent. They probably still call it that, but it was the Fertile Crescent. And this is basically the birthplace of civilization, like where people started like growing crops and like fucking calendar, like doing all that stuff. This is basically like where a lot of that kind of started. And they arrive there, and the cavemen are all, hoo, 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 hoo. And they, like, you see, what's her name? I'm all of a sudden forgetting her name. But she shows up, and the kid has he has his like little dagger, like that he picks up, and it's made of stone. You can see, and she picks it up. That's the thing. Is she picks it up and touches it, and it transmutates to gold. It changes to gold. And if you get into, and that's the thing, is like later, like a little bit later, not too much later, honestly, like a little bit later in the movie, you see where they're actually in Babylon. They're in Babylon a little bit later on, and one of the things that's going on is, what's her name, Makari. Cersei, that's the one. Cersei was the one, she transmutated it to gold. But and then later you see the dagger, where she's there in London, and it's like, oh, artifacts. So yeah. Anyway, so later you see Makari, where they're there in Babylon, and she's there. She was trying to trade some goods, to these guys for some information to find out where the Emerald Tablet is at. And they're like, the Emerald Tablet isn't real. It's like people just like say that it's real. It's like it's a fucking myth. It's a myth. It's not even real. And she's sitting there like, kind of like, okay, like bullshit. But then later, we see they actually have the Emerald Tablet. Now, and here's the thing where it ties back to what we've seen Cersei do at the beginning of the movie, is, and this is probably like within the first 5 minutes of the movie, is that the Emerald Tablet is the basis for basically alchemy. Which is kind of all the basis for modern science, medicine, things like that. And a lot of it was started, because, medicines and things like that, trying to heal the human body, trying to make it better than it is. I mean, look, they got testosterone these days and all these other shit, right? And ultimately trying to boost and enhance the body, right? And like a lot of that shit's not like exactly what it is, but like, it's all based on the same shit. Well, the thing is, like, it's kind of like it's responsible. The Emerald Tablet is for this what they call I guess the magnum opus or the Philosopher's Stone, which the Philosopher's Stone is this thing like what they do is it's a formulaic kind of thing, but what it does is it's basically like a liquid. It'll transmutate base metals into gold or silver. It can actually, if you drink it in a liquid form, it can heal you of all your ailments and up to granting immortality. And that's the Philosopher's Stone. And so it's very interesting because like that's what she did. Like she touched the damn thing and turned it into gold. And so there's that. And then so like it basically has to do with and that's the thing is when you get into the Emerald Tablet, it's also kind of talking about what exactly is going on with the Celestials and all that stuff about. It's very interesting. Like I said, you got to read the text, but it's basically like about birth and being of the earth and returning to the earth. Not only that, but then basically ascending to the heavens to become a god. Yeah, it's crazy shit. But and basically like. When it comes down to it, it's kind of like that. Like they had this Philosopher's Stone, which is known to do all this stuff to kind of basically turn you into a super soldier or a superhuman. Make you impervious to sickness and disease and, make you fucking live forever, right? That's what the Philosopher's Stone will do. And it's all based off this text. Now, there's also other people out there that believe that this text, while all these basically alchemists were looking at they're looking for something scientific like a formula to basically make you healthy. They're looking for that miracle pill, if you will, right? They're looking for that. And they're saying sure you can upgrade shit with it, like when you sit there and think about it. But the ultimate thing is like they were looking at it for like a scientific kind of thing for that. But the thing is like it's not about that. They got to turn the text inward. It's about yourself. It's about your journey, physical, metaphysical. Like it's crazy shit. It's crazy shit. And so I'm like, yeah, and it's all there, and getting into like the story of like the Eternals and everything that's going on there. That's the interesting thing. Like, I never read the Eternals in the comics. I don't know, but what I see what they're kind of doing there like makes sense. And then it makes me think about what we got with like the Super Soldier Serum. It makes me think about it makes me think about. Vibranium, Wakanda, or even like Namor and all that kind of shit, because like a lot of the seeds for like Namor and what was going on there was set in the Eternals movie. They were there in that time, like that original time period with the Aztecs and shit back in that movie. Like it was crazy shit, but like it all has to do with like this technology, and I think that's all that has to do with stuff we're getting ready to see. I think it has to do with like the mutants. The technology of the 10 rings, the power, the nega bands, if you will, that we see Kamala Khan with. Probably gonna have to do with adamantium. Having to do with a lot of shit. It's crazy. Like I wish I had somebody that knew more about like real like fucking like history like that shit, so I could bring on the channel and be like, okay, like tell me about this and how would this apply here? What are we looking at? They'd be like, you know what, Trinity? You're close. You're close. But not quite there. Well, and here's the thing, like, and how all of that even applies to my theory of, I just can't say. I can't say it right. I can't say it. All right. Anyway. About my back. Remember when you fat shamed me on Twitter because of my weight on my back? I didn't shake you, my father. I'm just saying there's plenty of things we could all do. There's plenty of things we could all do. Little things too. Little things. But yeah, the Eternals, it's a good one. The Eternals is better looking than Nomadland. Thank God. What? I haven't seen Nomadland. I don't know what it is. There's no reading in movies. Looking at you, foreign films. They arrive in the Kirby-esque triangle. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Babylon, Mesopotamia. Yep. Selma? But anyway, guys, I've got to go. I've got to go get things ready for the day, and then get to the comic shop, get comic books and things ready for the children's, or for me and all the other comic book nerds out there anyway. But thank you all so much for being here today. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell and all that good stuff. I'm going to have my pull list and my reviews coming up here this week as well. So make sure you're subscribed and tuned in for that. I might be able to do the Trailer Park Live this weekend. Make sure you stay tuned for that. But if not, well, I'll definitely see you guys in my comic book review video. Later.